Hello there and welcome. It's Spiritual Psychic Cynthia Killian here, also known as Psychic Cynthia. And I'm here on a very cold day indeed. I think we might maybe have made it up to 20. So I don't know how long I can film for you, but the video that you've seen of me moving here, or will see, is a video of me doing some of the runic yoga or Stodhr. And these are sacred movements that embody the rune letters, the rune shapes. And I'm just doing actually the movements for 2 runes. Well, actually, technically it's more than that, because one of them is a sequence of movements for the mother rune, Hagalaz, that includes the movements for several other runes within it. But in the beginning, you'll see me doing Isa, which is just, a nice straight line on the body. And you can tuck the hands kind of, by your buttocks or your hips, or you can also do Isa straight up. And you can look straight forward when you do it, or I like to tilt my head up and greet the gods. Pay attention to your hand movements when you do your yoga Stadhr. And you want your hands to be firm, and often they're pointing in a certain direction. And also pay attention to your feet. In many of the yoga Stadhrs, your feet are together, okay? Not, apart, except for you'll see me opening my feet at the end of the Hagalaz where I'm doing Gebo. So I'm like an X. Just pay attention to your hands and your feet. And it's a lot like any other sacred movement where you're using your body to channel the energy to actually, you're invoking the energy of the runes by forming their shapes with your body. And there are Stadhr positions for each of the 24 Elder Futhark. And, it's not that hard. I mean, you could read up on it if you want, but actually it is kind of hard to do physically, some of them. But if you start to play around with it and think about the shapes, like Kano, being shaped like that, and then you can kind of do that with your body. You can also do them down on the ground, and I do a lot of them laying down if you're able to get down and kind of form that. Some are easier than others, We can do the Fehu. And there's a question of whether you're doing it reversed or inverted, but I kind of like to practice them both ways. For example, Fehu as opposed to Ansus. You get the idea. Uruz is more of a body bridge. But I have demonstrated here 2 of the ones that relate to the concept of ice, because this is a nice snow today. And that would be Hagalaz and Isa. Now Hagalaz, you could do it with 2 people and you can build an H, but the one I demonstrated here is the magical sequence for Hagalaz as the mother rune. So that is when you see Hagalaz depicted as a snowflake, and then also encased around. So when you do that sequence, if you take the time to learn it for the Hagalaz, you're going to be invoking, I feel, really the entire energy of the Elder Futhark, but certainly all the other sub-runes that are part of it. And there really is no substitute for the Stadhr. I can't explain it, but when you do these poses, and by the way, a lot of times Stadhr is taught as a static pose, so you're just holding. Now you saw that I was moving in it, and I like to combine Stadhr with spiritual dance. So I would say myself, this is my own teaching, that it doesn't have to be static, because nature is not always static. Even trees who are very still, or glaciers, there is a kind of movement internally. I don't know, use your intuition probably when you're first learning any form of Stadhr, for any of the runes you want to do it for. when you're figuring out what kind of movement you're going to do, probably you'll want to hold it to really get a feel for it. You know, you're not going to be able to hold it very long though, most of them. So just do the best you can. You can also kind of do like mudras with your hands. Like you'll see me do this a lot for Kano, for Kanaz, knowledge, inspiration, the torch of learning. And I really want to do it right now because I want to channel the fire energy because I'm cold. Okay. Then again, I'm feeling Isa and Hagalaz and really feeling the stillness too. Feeling the movement in the stillness. So anyway, I just wanted to log on for just a few minutes, which is all my battery can take on my camera, and show you some of those Stadhrs. So enjoy and get creative and start to do your own runic yoga. You will be amazed at how much it can shift your consciousness, and it is definitely a form of magic. So anytime you really want to invoke the energies of a rune, try to do some runic Stadhr pose with that, or movement, as I've shown you just a bit of here. Until next time, bright, snowy blessings and love to you all.